What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. To those of you who celebrate, I celebrated by eating a shit ton of food, and the day after doing these incredibly stupid pause deadlifts. We have 4 sets of 2 on these pauses. Finally moved up in weight. We are up to 300 pounds. This is 82.5%. And despite me complaining, and despite going into this workout tired, not really wanting to go, maybe worried about feeling a little beat up, and just in general kind of fatigued, this workout was pretty good, actually. The pause deadlifts moved very, very smoothly. As you can see, I switched to straps after the first set because I just didn't want grip to be a factor. Wanted to really focus on my positioning on these, which is what this movement is for. And yeah, 300 pounds for 4 pause doubles. Really tried to hold that for at least 2 seconds. It's supposed to be 3, but if anybody's ever done these, you'll know that those seconds are like an eternity when you're holding that weight in your hand. So very, very satisfied with these. The last set was a little bit challenging. Kind of got up on my toes on that first rep, but we corrected in the second one. And yeah, just overall, my deadlift, out of all 3 of the lifts, my deadlift feels the strongest, feels in the best position it ever has to make some gains. So I'm really looking forward to test week. We have long pause bench press here. These are legit, trying to be as legit as possible. I shouldn't say legit, but trying to be as legit as possible. 3 count pauses on the chest. This is 72.5% for 3 sets of 6, which is 1 more rep than 2 weeks ago per set. So making some progress today. Today was all about beating the logbook. Like, I made sure on every single lift to beat the logbook in some way today. And it kind of wasn't really, I didn't plan to beat the logbook. That wasn't my intention going into it. But looking back on all of my workouts, I pretty much set a PR on everything except for maybe one lift that I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, pretty much set a PR on everything. So take that with what you will. Yeah, this workout, again, going into this, I felt so trash, but this workout was actually really, really good. So, I'm really satisfied with that. I was talking about my deadlift earlier. Like I said, I feel like it's just super strong, in a great position to make some gains. I'm hoping I get the coveted 4-plate deadlift. I'm sort of putting that into the ether at this moment. I don't know if that's going to jinx it or if that's going to sort of make it come to fruition if I sort of think about it. But yeah, I'm hoping that comes at the end of this program. We are about halfway through. I feel like this workout, or maybe last workout, marks the legitimate halfway point. As we get into these machine chest supported rows, one of my favorite back accessories of all time. This is 137.5 pounds for 3 sets of 10. But yeah, back to what I was saying, this is kind of the halfway point because there's 10 weeks of actual programming and then a deload. Now you might want to count that as a week, but it's if it's a week, it's just a deload. So yeah, actually, speaking of deloads, we actually get a deload next week. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. I'm starting to put notes together on this program for the review. So I'm going to keep a lot of things in mind. We did lying hamstring curls again this week instead of Nordic curls. I just found out that I'm just too big for them. I actually tried them today. I wish I had recorded it, but I did not. I'm just too big, and my hamstrings are just too weak. So hopefully, those things kind of reverse. My hamstrings get stronger. I get leaner. We might be able to do some Nordics eventually. But yeah, these lying hamstring curls. This is the only This was the only exercise I did not set a PR on. I still with 175 pounds for 3 sets of 8, but they are feeling a lot easier, and I feel like my reps are just a slight more honest than before. Perhaps, I don't know. You guys keep me accountable in the comments section. Finished off today's workout with some dumbbell shrugs. I did my first set with the 90s, got 21 reps. That is 1 rep more than I did 2 weeks ago. But my grip unfortunately gave out at the very end like it usually does. So for the last set, picked up the hundos with straps and did 25 reps like we did the previous 2 weeks. So yeah, that concludes the workout. Like I said, this is kind of the halfway point. So far, I'm enjoying myself, gotta say. But, I am taking notes. I'm starting to figure out things that I really like, but also things that I'm not super excited about. So that'll all come to fruition in the review, which hopefully will be coming at you in the next 5 weeks, barring any unforeseen circumstances. And I did have to drop them here to readjust the strap because I was actually losing it in the strap. But nevertheless, that's it for this workout. Like I said, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving to those who celebrate, and I will catch you in the next one.